What to guan, what to guan? It's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, so shout out to my man Destro Reborn. He got some things to say. I got some things to say. Go to the King's channel. Show him some love. Show your boy Big Truck some love too. Without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Peep this out.
If you ever wondered, if you ever had a notion in your comic book reading ass mind, what would happen if ever, by chance,
Black enterprise? So in April, the U.S. economy added 177,000 jobs, and the overall unemployment rate held steady at like 4.2%. However, the picture is drastically different for Black women. Their unemployment rate jumped from 5.1% in March to 6.1% in April.
That's a big jump. That's a huge jump. That's a huge leap. Just goes to show that things are changing. A large number of women are not dancing circles around men like they once thought they were. Men have always thought logical and realistic when it comes to their money making and their money spending.
Translating to 106,000 jobs lost.
Oh, no.
The most significant drop among all demographic groups.
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
Flashback. Black women are running circles around men.
Right.
And it's also shown in research that women want to marry on their same level of financial and educational status.
Yeah.
So if you're a Black woman making $150,000 a year with a master's degree, you tend to want to marry a Black man.
And how realistic is that? Number one, is that something that can be done? That can actually work for the both of them? Once again, it's not about how much money you make. It's not about your education. Those things are good. They play their part, but it's not the only thing. There's more to it than just that. And when it comes to men, for the most part, a large number of men, it doesn't matter about your degrees and how much money you make. Can you keep a man? Can you do the basic, simple things? See, most don't even focus nor consider the little things that keeps a person around.
If Black women are excelling at such an accelerated rate, how do men keep up with that?
Now, my brothers, let's be honest. How many lies have we already debunked about the strong, independent Black woman? I mean, we've been told over and over that they're leading the charge in home ownership.
This can't be right. This can't be right.
And that they're the most educated demographic in America. They shout these talking points from TV screens and social media.
Let me just say this. Large number of women are losing their homes. Large number of women are losing their jobs. It's going to come down to it. You're going to need a man. You're going to have to depend on a man. It's going to be hard for you to do it on your own. I mean, we're starting to see that now. So in order for you to depend on a man and get with a man, you're going to have to get on his program. They have unrealistic expectations of what they think a man is supposed to be. But don't let a man have expectations of what a woman's supposed to be.
Women are, of course, the most educated group among all groups.
Ashley just gave an anecdote, but the numbers also show Black women are one of the most educated demographics in this country and one of the least paid.
All of these studies have come out saying that Black women are the best leaders, that Black women are the most educated, that Black women are the ones who are most likely to make a business successful.
If that's the case, if that is the case, why is it a large number of Black women in debt? If that's the case, those women that are homeowners, why are they losing their homes? I would say Black women are good in their own way. Black men are good in their own way.
Wait, there was an article that just came out that said that actually the most educated demographic in this country right now is Black women. So let me be clear.
When the mainstream media directly lies to people so they can feel more superior, we have a problem here. I've been seeing this headline: Black women are the most educated group in the U.S. It's actually Asians that have the most degree attainment. They are also the most enrolled. Asians by far have the most college degrees in this country.
But don't be fooled. This isn't some harmless victory lap or a desperate attempt to speak their fantasies into existence. No, it's far more sinister than that, I promise you. It's a calculated move, an arrogant flex, meant to thumb their nose at Black men. We will peel back the layers of these guerrilla tactics as the truth begins to surface about the collapse of the I don't need a man ideology.
The more men sit back and have conversations with each other, the more men continue to huddle up and come together and have those conversations at the water cooler, at the table, on the sidelines, in the locker room, and in the end zone. Okay? Hey, bar none, it's gonna create a dynamic shift. Actually, we're seeing the dynamic shift. Home ownership. Even if you bought a home, you still paying on something. You don't really own the home until you own the land. When you purchase the land that the home is on, then you own it. Until then, you don't own your home. You still paying somebody. So, is Black women really winning? In reality, no, they're not. But on these fake internet and fake statistics, it will show otherwise. You want to know what's really going on? Continue to live and observe daily life. You'll see everything you need to see right in front of you.
Many of these women find themselves in. I want you to never forget the Cold War that was quietly waged against you by the bitter sisterhood. And let this also serve as a reminder to uplift and show gratitude for the smaller but far more valuable population of virtuous feminine Black women, those who honor the anointed role of a man in society, the ones who vow to be his rib, not his cancer. Oof, that's beautiful. That's lovely.
Meanwhile,
I want you all to take a look at this really quickly. It says a 12-foot statue of a Black woman has been placed in the middle of Times Square in New York, created to represent inclusivity. So as a way of inclusivity, they have placed a statue in the middle of New York City. And also with that statue, they have, it's a monument. Some people have considered it to be a movement. Now that's one headline, but I want you to take a moment and look at the next headline. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics April jobs report shows Black women lost 106,000 jobs in April.
flashback.
I do not agree with giving a man anything. Nothing. A woman should never give a man anything. And that's because men thrive and men are the best versions of themselves when they are independent and they're making money.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
A man should never give a woman nothing. Everything that she said towards man, we can say that exact same thing towards woman. You see, anytime you have women that speak like this, when you throw reality back in their face, they can't take it. I don't give a damn what you call me or what you say. My money is my money. I ain't giving you shit. I ain't cash apping you nothing. Bitch, I don't know you. Let's make that clear.
Ladies, repeat after me. You never help a man. Again, you never help a man.
I hear a lot of talking, but the words don't mean shit.
So check it. You're in a relationship for about 4 years, but recently your man just lost his job. In a situation like that, what would you do?
Yeah, of course I'd still be with him as long as the intent is for him to seek new employment. That's actually happened to me before. So I held it down just a little bit. It wasn't for long.
Correct.
You know, life happens, especially when that happens to me.
That type of woman would get shamed. Modern feminist women would shame her. They would call her stupid. They would say something's wrong with her because her man lost her job and she held it down until he got back on his feet and was able to, handle those responsibilities. But see, when life happens and the woman leaves, she already showed you what type of person she was. She been showing you, you just didn't see it until life happened. Once life happened, then you got to see the full picture. These type of dusty women here, these dusty mammies, men you stay away from. When we bounce back hard. That's teamwork.
It was COVID time.
Okay.
So I was an essential worker, but, a lot of people got laid off. So it's cool.
Yeah.
As long as he's not trying to stay like that permanently. But it's okay with me.
She got a beautiful smile, too. She got a beautiful smile, good energy. And someone like that that's understandable and is good, that's a good woman. That right there is a good woman. I give her that.
Facts.
Would you rather be trapped in a forest with a black man or a bear?
Definitely a bear. I ain't gonna cap.
What? Why bear?
Cause I feel like the bear wouldn't try to f me.
Little dumb motherfuckers.
The bear gonna fuck you up. Looking at you, I'm glad you would choose the bear because you wouldn't know what to do with a good man. You look dumb. You look delusional. But again, these are those things, man. We gotta respect the game. We gotta respect it. We gotta give credit where credit is due. When we hear women that speak like this, we gotta say yes, yes, yes. Why? Because they doing us a favor. They doing good men a favor. Because if you end up in a relationship with her, you will be between a pimp and a hard place. Dumbass.
I'd rather die than to get, you know what I'm saying?
So why not the black man?
Why not the black man? Because they be a little wild out here. Like, they lack boundaries more than any other race. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Yeah, fucking bitch.
Now, if you would say like a white man or something, I don't know.
Bite her ass. There you go. Bite the fuck out her ass.
But the facts and the statistics are starting to expose a brutal truth. These women made a serious miscalculation when they burned their bridges with the nuclear family and turned their backs on the black man.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It just came to me. But these are the same women that talk about how come men don't approach us. How come men don't talk to us? How come men don't take us out on dates? How come men don't do this? Well, look at what the fuck you're saying. Look at how you're moving. Look at your behavior, and you wonder why.
Look around, brothers. The government is shrinking, and many of the jobs they used to dangle in front of your faces like trophies are quietly being replaced by AI. The future is circling back to what men have always brought to the table, mind and muscle.
The highest rate of unemployment amongst all workers. That means that globally, black women have been laid off. Last month, globally, 106,000 black women were laid off. Consistent job loss. But then, for some reason, you get a statue in the middle of a major city.
I hear a lot of talking, but the words don't mean shit.
Black men unemployment decreased from 6.1% to 5.6%. And these figures suggest that black women are facing a unique challenge in the current labor market.
So wait, did you catch that? Did you hear today's mathematics? Trust me, the mainstream media won't say a word about it. But yes, black men actually gained jobs last month. Around 48,000 to be exact. We're talking 55,000 so-called broke men are no longer unemployed, while the strong independent woman lost 106,000 jobs in the same time frame. The unemployment rate for black men has dropped from 6.1% to 5.6%. This is...
Now, with that being said, take that with you and go be great. One.
Victory lap.